إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. ثم أما بعد، يقول أو قال أبو تمام حسين بن أوس الشاعر المعروف في العهد العباسي، قال مقولة، قال: قيل له: لماذا لا تتكلم كلاما يفهمه الناس؟ فقال: لماذا لا يفهم الناس كلامي. One saying for a famous poet at the Abbasi era, his name is Abu Tamam. He was criticized in his poetry by speaking, or his lines are not easily understood. So people told him, why don't you speak something or say something that people understand? Look at his answer, arrogant answer. He said, why don't people understand what I speak? Why can't you speak something people understand? He said, no. Why don't they understand what I speak? Now this is obviously contradicting. He's a Muslim, he's a convert. He was Christian and he converted to Islam. He's from Syria. But this is contradicting the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, كما روى أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال: كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا تكلم يقول الكلام ويتكلم الكلام ثلاثا. إذا قال الكلمة قالها ثلاثا. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to, when he speaks, he repeats the word or the sentence 3 times. And في حديث آخر عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت: كان كلامه صلى الله عليه وسلم كلاما فصلا يفهمه من يسمع. His words of Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم used to be very clear in statements, not statements that may have 2 understandings or 2 meanings. He used to avoid saying statements that confuses people or make people think otherwise, or maybe a possibility that they might misunderstand. يعني كان كلام النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كلامه فصل، يعني واضح مفهوم، ليس له عدة معاني، فكان عندما يتكلم يفهم الكلام. This is a quality that many of us need to have. Even when he used to say السلام عليكم، كان صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا سلم 3. When he used to say السلام عليكم, he used to say السلام عليكم 3 times. Not necessarily السلام عليكم السلام عليكم السلام عليكم. No, but maybe I say to the brother Salaam alaikum, he didn't hear me. When I get to him, I tell him Salaam alaikum, and so forth. Or if you come when people are asleep, some people think just because you want to spread the sunnah, that means you walk from the entrance of the masjid and you scream Salaam alaikum to everyone. That's not how the sunnah is. كان صلى الله عليه وسلم يسلم 3. مثلا إذا دخل على أناس نائمون يسلم بصوت خافت يسمعه اليقظان ولا يصحي النائم. When he used to say Assalamu alaikum, people are asleep, he used to say it lightly. If the person or someone is awake, he hears him, and if someone is asleep, he doesn't wake him up. Look at that. So when he used to speak 3 times. Why? because some people may not heard it the first time. Some people may be far away. He wants to make sure that they hear it. Some people need to hear it more than once, like emphasizing something. He wants to emphasize something, he repeats it 3 times so it settles. Nowadays, if someone wants to explain himself, you're bored. You get to the point. That's what someone will tell you. Because he understands, he wants me to get to the point. He doesn't care about another person may not understand. This is what we call selfishness. When you're selfish, you don't care about other people. Nowadays we have speakers who focus on big words, eloquency and such, to basically show that he has knowledge and he can speak and he's powerful. When in reality, most of the people in front of the person, the speaker, did not get anything from what he's saying. Similar to the hypocrites sitting at the gathering of the Prophet ﷺ, they're not paying much attention. When they leave, they tell the believers, what has he been talking about? What did he say? And he was there. Now here the people are there, but they did not understand, not because they were not paying attention, because the speaker is focusing on big words and not focusing on passing the message. When you want to speak or address people, you should look or address the one the least you think in knowledge. That will definitely make sure that everyone got the point. Because if you start with the least, then the highest definitely understood that. But if you focus on the highest, you lost those under. And who are they? The majority of the people. The majority of the people don't know. And the majority of the people need to understand and make it clear. So this hadith of the Prophet ﷺ is a guide for me and you. And at the same time, if someone did not understand, يعني إذا واحد سألك, what does that mean? شو يعني? ماذا تقصد? What is the answer? You get upset? تغضب عليه يعني? No. You tell him. You repeat it again. You explain it in a different way. You don't belittle him. Oh, معقول ما فهمتش هذا الكلام؟ هذا أنت ما بتفهمش شيء. You look at the person and say, I can't believe it. You did not understand this? That means you don't understand anything. Ya akhi, look at people differently than the way you look at yourself. What's the purpose of the speech? To pass it and to make people understand. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He revealed the Quran, revealed it in Arabic? He said, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. So you understand. He's addressing people who speak Arabic. It has to be in Arabic so they understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Fussilat, وَلَوْ جَعَلْنَاهُ أَعْجَمِيًّا لَقَالُوا لَوْلَا فُصِّلَتْ آيَاتِهِ. If we made it in a different language, then people will be saying, why the verses are not, translated so we can understand it. So it was revealed in Arabic so people understand. So when you address people, what do? You address them with the language they understand. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا فِي قَرْيَةٍ مِّن نَبِيٍّ وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَّسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ. What for? لِيُبَيِّنَ لَهُمْ. Every time we send a messenger, we send him in the language, in the dialect of the people. Why? So they can understand and he can explain to them. So we need to focus on that, brothers. When you talk and when you address people, address them in a way that they understand. And make your sentences clear, especially if you're texting. Because if you're texting, you cannot see the person's expressions. You don't know what he means. If he's serious or he's funny or he knows you or not know you, angry or not angry, you just read. And the way you understand the message, it's the way you feel, not the way the person said it. So if he tells me, why are you talking like that, brother? I read, why are you talking like that, brother? And I am not in a good mood. Definitely I'm going to take it as he's fighting me. And he maybe said it and he's laughing. By the way, that happened to me in an email. First time I used emails with a friend of mine, he asked me a question about a verse in the Quran and he said, does it mean such and such? So I mean, good friend, maybe over 20 years ago. And then I started, like I was in a good mood. I started thinking, oh, you think, oh, you got this degree and you got this and you don't understand that, or maybe you need to do this. I mean, I was typing and ecstatic, happy. Boy, he would not even accept my apology. He would not even accept that I was joking. He thought you are arrogant and you was, whoa. Another youngsters, I texted him. He used to come to my lectures. Brother knows him at Center Masjid. I said, I texted him and I said, some to the extent, oh brother, what happened? You stopped praying? Jokingly. And time passes and maybe months or two or see, I found him and I mean, he loves me and I love him. The way he met me is like strange. I said, man, it looked like somebody, what's wrong? And he said, oh, you think Sheikh, the only masjid in Dallas Fort Worth is your masjid? And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, oh, you texted me and you said you stopped praying. You think I have to pray there so you know that I'm... And I said, whoa, you understood it this way? Brother, I was joking. He said, well, you don't have a smiley face. I don't even know what smiley face is at that time. So this is an advice. When you, even in texting, explain, don't just do the word. In fact, if you have an argument or something, don't text. Pick up the phone at least and speak, because words can be definitely misunderstood in bad ways. And we have the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ that he used to repeat over and over, and he used to pick the words that are clear and easy to understand, and he used to make sure he speaks to the level of the least knowledgeable person, and he used to accept when someone asked him to repeat. He used to repeat it over and over. This is an advice for myself and for you. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us pass the da'wah in the best way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Michael, what's up? Little by little, brother, and alhamdulillah, much better than before. Yeah, that's great. Good to see you. You feel like Allah. You see yourself in brother, you want your helmet? Yeah. Yes? What do you mean, yes? Oh, both hands? Here is two and here is two.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jazakallah.
أهلا Sheikh Suhail. How are you, Habib? Here is three for you. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.